Welcome to the GooseRiot Bad Movie Podcast. My name is Tanner, and this week we watched House Bunny. With me this week, I have three assholes, and starting to my left,
Zach,
Chad,
Mike,
and
Scott.
Scott's not actually here this week, unfortunately. Well, in spirit.
You'll notice the difference, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're going to get the same performance.
Yeah, you won't be able to tell until the ratings. Anyway, this week we watched House Bunny, which I believe this was an episode we watched a while back.
This was the episode you quit.
Was it? Or was it the other one, the one that we didn't air because someone said something,
No. That was
scary.
That one wasn't it.
All right. That was a different one?
Yeah, it was a different one. I don't remember what movie that was, but it was a House Bunny.
Anyway.
We aired that. He just cut it out, I thought.
No,
we never aired that one.
We cut that entire fucking episode.
That was the episode before when something else bad was said. He cut a part of that one out.
Yeah.
You say bad. I mean, it's all about perspective.
Yeah.
This is the U.S. government's perspective.
Yes. This is the common good perspective.
Whenever we get a Patreon, maybe I'll find it and you guys can come on Patreon and hear it. It's going to cost you a lot, though.
Yeah. Anyway, this movie fucking blew.
See, now, I disagree with you a little bit. We watched House Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't know if you said that.
Anna Faris.
A couple times, actually.
Anna Faris, super hot in this movie.
Her lips, what was up with the lips?
I don't.
They weren't,
They were
those
awesome.
aren't how that's not how she
I
normally
don't care.
looks.
She was hot.
Maybe she got lip
She looked okay.
CGI.
I don't know. But, yeah, this movie, I think, was actually very funny.
Bullshit.
Yeah, no,
way.
I do.
Funny. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. There were multiple points. Well, for most of the movies, compared to most of the movies we watched, I thought it was fun.
Yeah.
Like what?
Huh?
What?
Yeah,
Give me an
all of
example.
them.
Really?
Okay, compared to Mastermind.
I laughed more at Mastermind.
It was probably on point.
Yeah, that's where I thought it was too.
Mastermind. No, just her repeating people's names. Like, I don't know why, but that was fucking hilarious to me.
Wasn't that
I was
funny?
sitting there, I was playing a video game while she was fucking doing it, or while she was saying it, and I just started cracking up. There was a couple of different parts. I don't remember the other ones, but there was a lot of like one-liners, like real subtle one-liners in this movie that were hilarious too. If you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have caught them.
I was paying attention.
I
literally sat down and watched this movie.
So did I.
I was not doing anything else. It was on the TV, and I was in a room where there was nothing else going on.
Except for your phone.
No, not even. I paid attention.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, I even grabbed my phone a couple times.
I think it was because I was a little bit drunk, and I couldn't focus on more than one thing. I couldn't just tab out and do two things. Shut up, Alexa. God damn it. Fuck. We're trying to run a professional goddamn podcast, Alexa.
You keep saying her name, she's going to keep talking.
I was kind of hoping she would.
Shit.
Anyway, have you guys looked through Anna Faris's actual, like what she's done, her IMDb page?
She did one of the greatest movies of all time, Scary Movie.
Yeah, but like since like 2008, like this was the last like really notable. Like she's done a lot of animated shit.
Rich. What does she need to do anything for?
Actually, at that point, she didn't marry Rich. She married him when he was real poor.
Yeah,
whatever.
But she's done like all the Alvin and the Chipmunks and like a bunch of animated shit. It's like
the only one I really remember is The Dictator.
Yeah. She was in Masterminds too.
Like a dick potato,
wasn't she? I think she was.
That was horrible, bro.
Not a big enough part.
No, definitely not.
I definitely agree
fucking moron.
He's a dictator, and literally the first thing that came to mind was dick potato.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It just sounded like dictator.
Start talking about taters.
Yeah,
Chad gets excited. Starts looking for them tots.
French fried dictator.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. God damn it.
Anyways.
But yeah, I mean, this was like I thought this movie came out in like 04, 05 just by watching it. And then I looked at it and it was like 2008. I'm like, oh, that was a little past its time.
Yeah.
It was 9 years ago.
Like, it was just the kind of slapstick, stupid comedy.
Before we go too far, I'd like a plot synopsis from Zach, please.
I didn't write one. I was so bored. Like, there was no plot. It was just
then you need to make it up right now.
A Playboy bunny gets tricked by a nipple twisting hag
Playboy bunny.
and gets kicked out of the Playboy Mansion. She then becomes a house mother to sorority sisters, turns them into bitches, and then back to not bitches again.
Yeah.
I don't know if she did that part or if they just did that on their own. I'm pretty sure they just did that on their own.
I would say Zach's
So,
description's
you wanna
pretty.
talk about it?
What good did she do?
Let's talk about a haggard bitch in this movie. Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
She's
Man.
looked better. Even when like it was like the hot version of her, I was
Yeah,
like,
it still wasn't good.
That was one of the things I want to talk about was, and there's certain instances in which I think Kat Denning is very attractive. And there are other parts where I'm like, wow, you're an ugly bitch.
Yeah, those leaked pictures where she was showing her tits. That was one of the times I thought she was very attractive.
Is it Rumor Willis?
Yep, that was Rumor Willis.
How does she look exactly like Demi Moore, but unattractive? Those things aren't supposed to like go together.
It's the chin. She has Bruce Willis's chin and Demi Moore's rest of her features. It was not a good combination.
She would have been better off with his hair.
I don't know
Which
which
one
you're
was
referring
Rumor
to.
Willis?
The one in the brace,
The back brace.
Oh, yeah.
She looked pretty good.
I don't know when she broke that brace
When
off
that
and she
brace
was
came
jogging.
off.
Yeah,
No.
that's about
she
the
had a
only
nice
time.
body.
Right? She had body karate.
Wow.
Yeah. Pool hall junkie reference, bitch.
I got it. I heard
It's
it.
really
common
dated
knowledge.
and awkward.
It's not that dated.
How old is
Pool
Pool
hall
Hall
junkies isn't as old as you think it is.
I'm going 04.
You know how old it is? Fucking timeless is how old it is.
Look at this big fucking lion.
Yeah, it's
We're
not
all just waiting on
That's
Chad here.
2002.
Oh, okay.
So
So, I was
earlier
off by
than
like 2
years.
years.
It's 15
Earlier
years
than Chad
old,
thought.
so it's still not
That's-
that old, though.
That's-
2000s.
Almost old enough to drive.
It's got its learner's permit.
Christopher
Yeah.
Walken is in it, so it's worth watching.
Yeah, it's
think
one,
that's a
it's
rule.
one of the best sports movies of all time.
No.
It beats Rudy. That's for goddamn
Grinders
sure.
is the best sports movie of all time.
What is?
Grinders is pretty good.
Grinders.
Never saw it.
You're a fucking
You
faggot.
haven't seen Grinders?
Um,
I'm a what now?
Nothing.
You haven't seen Grinders?
I haven't.
You
It's,
drive motorcycles.
Who was in Grinder? Matt Damon and
Matt Damon and
Edward Norton.
Edward Norton, yeah.
Okay.
It was a
I
poker
mean,
movie.
Yeah, it's very good. It was a joke.
Yeah.
That's why I said it was the best sports movie.
Maybe I
Because it's
did.
all about poker.
I'm sure you've seen it.
surprised that I haven't seen it.
I'm pretty sure you have seen that movie. I'm pretty sure we've watched it together.
Wait, is there one where he's
Yeah,
like
boys.
sitting there with that like Russian guy
Yes.
John
Yes.
Malkovich
John
with the worst
Malkovich.
Russian accent of all time.
This
Yeah,
is
okay, I've
the
seen
best
it.
Russian accent
with the
ever.
Oreos?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I've seen
I
it.
told you. See, I'm pretty sure we have watched it together.
Yeah, that was one of our drunk movies.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
That I've seen that sober.
I've seen it a bunch of times.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy that movie.
Yeah.
All right, back to this one.
That's how interesting this movie was.
Yep.
We're talking about rounders.
A little sidetrack, but it's
I was reading through a bunch of stuff about it, and the big thing that came out of like all of like the trivia and stuff is really how badly edited this movie was. Like you can see mics in multiple scenes. Like they do complete wardrobe changes when they did the reshoot. They didn't even look back to see what they were wearing. They just put them in whatever. So I was like, well, let me see how bad it is. Like the worst one was the Playboy Mansion first scene.
Yeah.
Like there's multiple times where like the actors completely switch spots.
Really?
Yeah, and like the people in the background are just in different areas,
Like
and
the
like
party
they're only,
scenes?
yeah, like around the pool.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, no. Well, I didn't notice it to begin with either, but I read it and then I went back and watched, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that is really really bad. Like
Their big draw for the cameo was Matt Leinart.
yeah.
Matt Leinart.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Nobody's gonna really remember him unless you really like college football
Right.
in the early 2000s.
Right.
Or
Or if
how-
you are like a really angry Arizona Cardinals fan. Like,
How about the guy that Emma Stone was attracted to was the lead singer of All American Rejects?
I knew that.
Now, did you catch that in every scene, almost every scene he was in, that they were playing his songs in the background?
Well, one I was
They
like,
were.
"Hey, this is All American Rejects," and they were actually playing what is it? Boy something.
Girl?
What was it? The Great Escape.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, boys. I don't remember what their name is.
Yeah, no, but
It's close.
Yeah, but yeah,
Boys
they
like girls.
Was that it?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just throwing some out there.
Something like that.
They I guess they did it on purpose. They thought it was funny. They tried to make like these like little subtle jokes all the time.
But failed miserably.
Like the guy I would have never known this, but that guy that she's running after, when she breaks the back brace,
yes,
that's Tom Hanks' son.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Colin Hanks.
There's a little tongue in cheek there because she's.
There's a Forrest Gump
No,
reference.
Tom Hanks.
That's his son.
Yeah, the guy Anna Faris was going after.
No.
He's saying that it's another one of his sons.
Oh, gotcha.
Because Colin Hanks wasn't in it.
Yeah, Colin Hanks was Anna Faris' love interest.
Right.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was the other dude. I don't know. I thought that guy though. I don't know. Maybe I misread the quote that they had.
Yeah, it was definitely Colin Hanks. That was the guy that worked at the old folks home.
That guy creeped me out.
Really? He's been in a lot.
He's in Roswell. He was in the other. Was it the Other Guys? Was that the name of that show? That buddy cop show. That was a great show.
Orange County.
Yeah, he was in the
was
OC.
in Orange County.
Was he?
Or no, the Orange County. Sorry,
I was about to say
not the
OC,
OC, Orange County.
The movie, Jack Black. Which is a movie we could probably watch on this podcast.
Yeah, it was a really bad movie.
It's a movie we probably should
I don't know.
watch.
That has one of the best scenes of all time.
Yeah.
After the fire.
Yeah, the fire. Yeah.
But that's the only scene that's really, really funny in that whole movie.
Right.
What?
Well,
Other
there's
guys?
the pill scene too, but that's it.
Yeah.
No,
Burn
Orange
this mother
County.
down.
Oh, I
She
was
said it
gonna
was
say,
electrical fire.
Other Guys was funny as shit. I enjoyed that movie.
Oh, I'm talking about the show. It wasn't. Was it the Other Guys?
No.
The Good Guys?
The Good Guys. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
I'm not familiar.
I get the names mixed up too.
It doesn't really matter.
I have a hard time with movies where the message is that there's genius and you're stupid and it's okay to not improve yourself. And like when she did improve herself, all she did was read a dictionary. Like, is that what stupid people think being smart is?
Yes.
Like you just know them fancy words, and then you can do them fancy things.
I think the whole I think they were trying to do women empowerment in this movie.
Do you?
But failed real hard.
Because I got that you're
Nothing
only
says women's empowerment
you're only
like
okay.
ass and titties.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're only okay if you dress like a whore.
Well, that's what I got out of it too, but I think that they were going for, definitely like later on in the movie, they were like, oh, you don't have to be all dressed up all the time and be mean to people. You just have to be all dressed up all the time. That's what I got out of it.
I would expect Happy Madison to fail at women's empowerment.
That's another thing I wanted to bring up.
Name a Happy Madison movie that hasn't really failed at what it tried to do.
Grandma's Boy.
That's like Grandma's Boy is the only I was gonna say recent, but that's not recent either.
No,
that's the most recent one that I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy that movie.
Happy Gilmore. I don't know when the last time you saw it was. It doesn't hold up that well.
A long time ago.
Watch it again.
I mean,
it really
15 plus
doesn't
years.
hold up as well as you would think.
The problem is that a lot of it's dated now. Like the
It's
references
just
were.
Adam Sandler. I mean, you go back and you're like, what the fuck? I enjoyed this.
See, now
Standards were lower.
Big Daddy, I think, I haven't watched it in a while, but I feel like that would hold up better than Happy Gilmore.
Billy Madison holds up too. Just because they didn't have a lot of references in it. It was just him being stupid the whole time.
That's the one I'm thinking of.
It's with the penguin.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, where he goes back to school.
Stop looking at me, Swan.
Chris Farley was the bus driver.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of.
Doyle rules.
I don't find him funny. I don't think he's funny at all.
Neither does the rest of America.
Netflix does.
Netflix loves him.
I've fucking grown whenever I see Happy Madison at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, I just grown.
It used to, at one point in my life, I was like, oh, sweet. Like, this should be pretty funny. Now I'm just like, it's gonna be the same guys doing the same shit.
Rob Schneider in The Animal.
Oh,
fuck.
Or Dante. Dante's going to play a stoner or someone who sells people weed.
I'm okay with that, though, because I love Dante. He's probably about the best Happy Madison character ever.
I just, with this movie, I felt like I wasted an hour and a half.
Nah, there were parts in it that were like cringeworthy, funny things. I mean, will I watch it again? No.
I don't know. I've already watched it twice for the goddamn podcast. Had to watch it again
because you should have quit.
Because it's been 2.5 years.
But no, I mean, there was parts in it that I chuckled at that were just real, but it was cringeworthy, funny stuff. Not.
How hot do you think she is? Or at least was in this movie?
Anna Faris?
Yeah.
Solid 9.5, probably.
Really?
Nah, dude, I don't find her
I
attractive.
thought she was
I don't
hardly
think
at
she was
all.
that hot. I mean, she looked okay, but it was just because
I
it's
don't like her voice, but just looking at her, 9.5.
No,
I feel like
6,
like those
What?
7,
No.
maybe. I do not find her attractive. I don't know what it is. There's something weird about her to me.
She was at least 7.5.
No,
Yeah. Her tits were mad at each other. Did you notice that? Like everything she was wearing, it was like
a big gap.
her boobs were trying to look the other way. Lefty and righty did not want to like come together on anything.
They were smashed down.
Yeah, and it was obvious.
So she could get cleavage. Yeah.
Exactly. Just
Like, smush these things in there.
doesn't look right.
she did say that this movie was the reason she got a tit job.
Really?
Yeah,
She got it before or after this movie?
after I believe.
Well, that's the wrong way around.
Should have gotten there right before.
Well, you got to think the movies that she did before this were the Scary Movie franchise, and I mean, she really wasn't trying to pop them out then.
Yeah.
So we haven't mentioned at all that this was a movie about the Playboy Mansion with no fucking titties in it.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's horrible.
What was this movie rated?
PG-13, I'm guessing.
Not R.
Yeah, they did only say fuck one time.
yeah. No,
they?
it was PG-13.
She said it. I don't remember when she said it or why she said it.
I didn't notice.
And we also haven't mentioned that the savior of the movie were pasties on male nipples.
Yes, they were.
So
That was his block.
amazing story twist.
Did you guys?
Put some pasties on and everything's okay.
This is gonna sound kind of gay, but like, did you guys think like that dude
No.
shouldn't be that guy?
What?
The guy that was serving drinks and stuff, like with the vest on the whole time. You're like, you couldn't get a hotter dude.
I
None of the
honestly
guys
did
in
not.
Happy Madison should be that guy
That
when they're
thought
that guy.
never came to my
I don't know.
mind.
I looked at him. I was like, this is unrealistic.
Yeah, he would have some abs for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's what I'm
Maybe
saying.
Hef didn't want his bunnies fucking the help.
I don't think Hef gives a fuck.
I bet Hef does.
I don't think he does.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure he invites guys to fuck them all the time. I
different.
assume. Sorry, Hef, if that's not true, I apologize.
Reach out, let us know.
Did you see? Have you guys seen pictures of like when he was younger?
No, I have not seen
He was
Hugh
a
Hefner's
good-looking
dick.
guy.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner was like a handsome dude. Like I never
Podcast
knew.
just took a real gay turn.
No. He
You can
has
call
been like
another man handsome and not be gay.
he's been like an
You
old.
didn't say handsome. You said hot.
You said handsome.
I said
No,
handsome.
you. I was talking about you.
Oh, he's been like an old, wrinkly ass, gray haired guy for my entire life.
Yeah.
I saw on Reddit the other day a picture of him when he was younger. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it now.
Wasn't he born in the 40s or the 30s?
I have no clue, but it's like, oh, I get why they fucked him. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'd let him have some cornhole.
Oh my god.
Did you just say you let
Yeah,
what? You
there's
let
the
Hugh
term.
Hefner fuck you in the ass?
You know what? It's been a G-rated episode. I wanted to take it up a notch. It's time.
Okay.
Anyway, this movie sucked balls.
Yeah.
Yes,
Scott, would you rate it?
That's
5.7.
That's a 9. I really liked it.
No. Scott never gives a 9.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
always right down the
Scott
goddamn
would
middle.
probably give a 9 to this movie.
Probably.
though.
Like a
Let's be
7,
honest.
It had tits and ass. So
didn't, though.
7.8, guys.
Not at all.
There
yeah.
were no tits in this movie. There was some ass when she got out of the shower.
Yeah,
That
there
it.
was an ass. And that was her ass.
Before we go on to ratings, Emma, what the fuck?
What?
When she was in the Aztec party, nailed it.
She didn't look right.
I've never really found her super attractive.
Dude, I did.
Oh God.
That
They were-
crazy stupid love movie, I think, is probably the only movie that I thought she was that attractive.
They were trying.
She's too hard, and it came off as such. I was just like, oh
But the whole movie was trying too hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Like they were trying too hard to have a movie that was bad but good.
Well, let's finish the ratings because I want to talk about something else that was
Or
trying too
floppy
hard.
dildos.
Yes. 4 floppy dildos. I'll give it 5.5 floppy dildos.
I'm just going to give it a 6.5. I don't want floppy dildos to be a part of my scoring system.
Unitless rating. Boring. That's boring as fuck.
You know what? I would probably say 5. I mean, it's nowhere near the worst shit we've watched. God damn.
No,
but
It's not. This was some upper echelon for our podcast.
it was not.
It was not upper echelon.
It was
No.
not great. I did not enjoy this. This was painful.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't painful.
It was a little painful.
I split it. That's
I
for
can't-
me. That's definitely an indicator. If I split the movie,
Yeah.
One of my issues is cringy shit. Like
Yeah.
The Office, Parks and Rec, stuff like that. Like I'll turn that shit off if I start feeling like
Curb Your
cringy.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
that's the one. That's the worst one.
Like,
And
coming back,
Seinfeld,
by
just
the
the
way.
Larry David stuff.
Curb Your Enthusiasm come back in October.
Yeah.
I can watch The Office, but when it comes to Curb Your Enthusiasm, like I
love
do.
it. If-
I don't know if I can watch this.
If my social anxiety starts kicking
Yeah.
in, I'm like, I'm gonna turn this off, and it happened. I was like, oh god, this is so fucking awkward.
It doesn't. I've watched too much awkward shit.
Yeah,
Too many cringe posts. Unfortunately, I don't feel that way anymore.
love that shit.
No, I watched that Friends from College show on Netflix
Oh yeah.
Friday and yesterday, and it was meh. Wasn't that Keegan
Michael Key?
whatever the fuck his name is? Yeah, he tried way too hard. This movie was just him yelling at things, or the show was just him yelling at things.
Which one is he? Is he the bald, tall one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's the skinnier one.
Yeah.
So
He's kind of funny.
yeah, I mean, overall, I think the show would have been better had he not been in it.
That sucks.
Oh, well, no, he just he played the same character he always plays. He just yells loudly
Yeah.
at stuff, and he was trying way too hard. I mean, Fred Savage was pretty funny in it. Weird movie or weird show for Fred Savage to be in, but
Isn't Fred Savage like 60 years old?
no, he's still young. Wonder Years style and shit. I think
He's got to
fairly
be
young.
pretty old.
I think he's got to be closer
Nah,
to
he's
50
probably
than he is 40.
He's probably 40 something.
He can't be that young.
I watched the Mark Wahlberg produced Shooter
Porno?
television show.
Yeah.
It was cheesy
It's
as
a
fuck.
show now.
Weird.
Yeah, with Ryan Phillippe.
Felipe.
I haven't watched much TV lately. I just got caught up and ready to go on.
He's 41.
Shit, is he really that
Yeah, he was
young?
born in 1976.
Wow. Okay.
Wonder Years started in 88.
I thought I was older than that.
I did too. I thought he was close to 70 or 80.
Could be wrong.
He's just deceptively young looking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't look like that. I thought he was older.
He
Yeah.
didn't look that age when they started the show.
Yeah.
What, 14? Is that what you said?
It was in 88, so he was 12.
Yeah. I've been watching House of Cards. I
Love
caught up.
House of Cards.
I caught up with that, and I'm getting ready for
Third
that.
season of that show was meh.
It was.
But
It was.
the last
That's
one.
the one I can't get through.
The third one is just you could probably skip it and you would be fine.
Yeah.
Isn't there stuff that happens?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like you should watch all of it,
Yeah.
but like it's.
It
That's
wouldn't
literally
hurt
where
you.
I stopped. Like the first 2 seasons I binged through, and then like the third one came on, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I'm ready for that Game of Thrones
The fourth and fifth were
Tonight.
great.
tonight. It's gonna be good shit. Now
We're
we just
giving all the spoilers next week, by the way.
be
I
prepared.
wouldn't
prepared.
say that because no one will listen to the show.
We're gonna spoil it for one person.
Uh-huh.
That's about it.
Yeah, his name is Tanner.
No.
Dar, just listen right now. You're gonna have to go through. I'll yell spoiler before I start talking, and just shut it off right then. Okay, speaking of Dar, he gave us a question.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So the question was, who would win in a fight between a xenomorph and a gremlin? So I'm assuming he's talking about like
What's a
the
xenomorph?
alien.
We did clarify with them
Yep.
that the xenomorph was spawned from a human
Yep.
because they can vary in size.
And I'm
Yeah.
assuming when he's talking about the gremlin, he's talking about the evil ones, not the nice.
Dark, can I ask you
It's
a
a
question?
Mogwai
I
until it's
want to
gremlin.
ask you a real hard question here. What's happening to your life that you know this much about aliens and xenomorphs and that shit? I mean, I'm just curious. Don't get me wrong. I've got my own hang-ups as far as aliens go, like the Asgard Greys.
A lot of lonely nights with Sigourney Weaver posters.
Probably way more than you.
Yeah,
but we're
probably.
just going to criticize you here anyways.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just curious.
Thanks for listening, by the way.
I wasn't criticizing. I
Yeah, you
was
were.
asking
You
a
had
question.
a super criticizing tone.
No,
So what's
I
your-
did not.
What happened in your life?
Yes.
When you started the fucking sentence.
Doesn't matter. Just,
I like that we have one like
I've never-
diehard fan that's like
He's not a
interact.
diehard fan.
He's got a T-shirt.
He
He's
does.
a
Can you
diehard
Motherfucker
fan.
has the shirt.
Can you answer the question,
Wow, see,
Chad?
I asked him. I
why
asked
are
a
you
question
being
about
so mean to
xenomorphs,
him?
and you call him a motherfucker.
Maybe he is.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so here's the question. Or we're going to answer it. I'm gonna say it's gonna be the
Did we actually
xenomorph.
get to it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna say it's a xenomorph. Mainly just because of the acid spit, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna make like little lunch meat like sandwiches out of all those damn gremlins.
Well, I'll say this. I've never watched any of the Alien movies.
Hold on. You guys didn't even get to the description of the question. There's water on the ship.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're going to do this, do it right.
All right.
Fine. You fucking asked the question,
I don't remember
bitch.
what the rest
That's
of
what
it
I
was.
was
fucking
just saying
thought.
it was on a deserted outpost with a
Yeah,
water
there
reservoir.
was a
Yes.
water reservoir.
Which is-
So
That's the only thing I
important part is
missed.
that they can't get away and that there's water. Those are the,
Yeah.
that's a
those are the
very important
parts.
part that you missed.
The water.
Yes.
I mean, you could have just added it on.
I mean,
but no.
You don't have to be mean to me like you are, Dar.
it's kind of an odd thing. The chances are the xenomorph gets to one gremlin before it gets to the water.
I don't
Now,
know.
here's
and
the
it
other
depends
question
on the
too.
size of the xenomorph too. So if it was something smaller, it would probably be
You
a
seen
better chance of
Gizmo?
catching it.
Gizmo's a pretty crafty little fucker.
Right, but it's not Gizmo.
Yeah, it's a gremlin.
Well,
I
not
guess.
just that. So then I started thinking about like it lays eggs. A face sucker gets on like one or two of them, and now you have these little tiny little xenomorphs running around too.
That would be weird.
Right? Like
These
it would be
little
cool.
gremlin
Yeah.
xenomorphs.
So I mean, I got to give it to the xenomorph.
So
I mean,
what happens to a xenomorph that's been spawned from a gremlin that gets wet?
do they? Oh wow. Does that count as a win for the xenomorphs?
I
Or
don't
is
know.
that a gremlin
Let's
win?
call
What is
Sigourney
it?
Weaver and ask her.
Let's do it.
She's like, that's where crabs come
I can
from.
see where somebody could argue that the gremlins could mass produce very quickly with the water source and just easily just try to overwhelm the xenomorphs with numbers. But I still think acid spit wins out over the ability to duplicate.
Nah, they'll just dodge that acid spit.
It's just that race to the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
I think if they get there, they win.
But
Yeah.
the question is, does the xenomorph know that it needs water? So the xenomorph's not, I'm not going to look for the water source. The gremlin's not going to go out looking for this alien. He's going to go straight to the fucking water.
Well, they don't really they never really just went directly for
That
water.
gremlin's going to multiply before the xenomorph even knows it's there.
But even then, I still think the xenomorph eats it.
I don't know.
Like
Strength in numbers, Mike.
how many
Strength in numbers.
how many gremlins can a xenomorph eat before he's full is going to be the real question.
Well, I mean, with those numbers, because they can multiply infinitely, like
Yeah.
basically instantly.
They're just going to soak up all that water.
They'll have enough.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, that xenomorph's going down. They're going to climb on that bitch like an ant. Like ants. Sorry, plural.
One ant.
Yeah, it's
Just
not.
gonna take
like
him
one
down.
hand.
More than one.
It's gonna hurt for a second, and he's gonna flick it off, and then he's just gonna have a bite for the rest of the day and be real upset.
I've never seen Alien or Aliens, and I feel like I've missed out.
That's so
you
weird.
didn't?
Yeah.
Because I don't
The
feel
first
like you
two,
did.
I really like.
Yeah,
I
they're-
just can't stand Sigourney Weaver's face.
Yeah,
I mean, I really can't. I look at it. I'm like, no, I'd rather not do this.
It's one of those it's like the Terminator or
yeah.
another
it's a
like
classic.
Yeah, it's a pop culture classic
Yeah,
that
I
like
agree.
was huge.
not
And it's
Like,
it's
I've-
worth to go back and watch.
I've been around enough to know kind of around what it is.
Yeah.
just because I've seen the pop
You've seen
culture
Family
references.
Guy. We get it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it spawned a whole thing of like it was a new idea for how an alien would take a host.
You said Spawn there, and it made me think. Did you know
No.
they're redoing Spawn?
Really?
They're rebooting it.
Ooh, we should do that on this
Oh, I
podcast.
fucking love the old Spawns.
Yeah.
I mean, in a
But it wasn't.
Was it good?
no. I enjoyed
Fat
them.
clown thing.
Yeah.
But no,
The name of this podcast is going to turn into how many movies can we ruin for ourselves?
By going back and watching them.
there's one we'll never watch. It's the greatest movie of all time.
Land Before Time.
Sure. Let's go with that. Big Trouble in Little China.
That movie's fucking awful.
No, it's not.
Fucking awful.
Greatest movie.
No,
all time.
it is an awful movie, Tanner. I agree with you.
It's
Well, I guess
not
we're gonna
good.
agree to disagree.
I've seen it. It's not good.
Board game coming out. Picking
Thank
that
God.
up. It's expensive, but it's going to happen. But no, back to this question. So let's change it up a little bit. Asgard Grey versus a xenomorph.
A what now?
An Asgard Grey versus Xenomorph.
Roswell Gray?
Yeah, it's like a Roswell Grey, based on Norse mythology, though.
Okay.
They have
What?
they have
weird.
super futuristic technology too. So I'm
They're
assuming you're saying
they're one of the 5 advanced races.
What the fuck are you talking
Well,
about?
technically, there's one
And
of the four.
you were criticizing
Yeah, 'cause
someone
we never
like
met the
not
five.
4 minutes ago.
Technically, they're one of the four.
Because the
Earth
fifth,
was being primed. Humans were being primed to be the fifth advanced race.
Is
but they
he
weren't there
speaking
yet.
English right now?
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, fuck you.
What is this from?
Stargate?
Stargate.
Oh,
so
yeah, watch that
the
show.
big thing is, do the Asgards get their technology?
Of course.
Okay, so I'm going to say the Asgardians. They beat replicators.
I mean, basically, let's say the
They can
aliens are
fucking beat.
invading an Asgardian outpost.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Asgardian. They are
Yeah, they're
Asgardians.
just going to rape them.
I think my virginity just grew back.
But the thing is they didn't beat the replicators.
They did beat the replicators.
No, the humans.
I thought
helped
Stargate was
them.
about fucking Egypt.
That's where it started.
Yes.
Yeah, but see, that's the cool thing about Stargate is they started with Egypt, but then they tied it into Norse mythology too.
I think
And then
you
they went
And then
using
they
the
brought
word
it back to
cool
fucking
wrong
Merlin
there.
and Camelot.
Yeah.
Stargate was some real heavy hitting shit, man.
I
I
can't.
don't know
So,
about
Then
that.
they took it
out
back
of the
to
two people that can
Atlantis.
answer this question, I'm going to say the Asgardians, and I'm pretty sure Chad's going to say the
Yeah,
Asgardians
it's
too.
definitely the Asgardians. I mean, I knew that
can't
before
participate
I
in
knew
this.
that before I asked the question. So,
I think we have.
I just want to talk about cool aliens.
Ugh.
like I thought you were gonna say like Asgardians versus like the Scions, something like completely different.
Scions.
Yeah, from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, Cylons?
Cylons, thank you. Fuck, I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
Scions, what the
Shit,
fuck
that's
is he
the car.
talking
That's
about?
the car.
The Toyotas.
Yeah, I'm like,
Well, I mean,
I was like,
the
is this a Transformers
the
thing?
humans beat the Cylons.
yes. They well,
Did they?
allegedly. You don't really know the way that it ended.
Did
Spoiler
they?
alert. You never watched BSG, did you?
Nope.
You should
How?
watch BSG.
You really?
I'm gonna take a hard pass.
I'm telling you, you would thoroughly enjoy that show.
You think that? I'm gonna say no.
I know that.
Yeah, no. It's actually.
You don't know what I like.
Yeah, I don't.
do.
No, we
I don't
really
get
do.
this.
Butt stuff.
Well, I don't get why you're not. I don't get why you won't watch it.
Yeah, that one.
Because at this point, it's just I'm sticking to my guns
Why?
because I
that's
like
a
to be
dumb-
difficult.
That's a dumb reason at this point.
No.
That's a really dumb reason.
Not watching it.
If this was the 1800s,
Yeah.
I would burn your guns at the stake because they're stupid.
You've got like
I don't really know how that
you've got like
applies here.
3
I don't
long
either.
years
I was
left on
thinking
this earth.
something-
You
yeah.
might as well use them right.
Use them.
I'm going to. By not watching that
Watch
show and
Battlestar
pissing you off
Galactica.
further.
I don't really know why I tried to put witchcraft into that.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going.
Are you trying to claim that
regret it.
Tanner's a witch?
No, he's just a bitch.
Oh.
It's a long setup just for that joke.
Yeah,
it
it really was.
Yeah,
I just.
give it a shot. I'm telling you. Even Caprica was good.
I
See,
can't.
I enjoyed Battlestar Galactica more than I did.
Here's my reason. There's such a huge amount of material there that I'm like, sure, I'll start reading the encyclopedia one article at a time.
What?
Why
No.
not?
It is not like that.
There's how many
Stop.
episodes are there?
It's like 5 seasons. It's not that much.
Yeah.
Really? That's
not
a lot.
Yeah.
I was
It's-
thinking
And
there's a
they're
lot
not
more.
full. It's a sci-fi show, so I don't even think they're
Wait,
24
maybe I'm
episodes.
thinking of Stargate.
Stargate, yes.
Stargate,
I'm thinking
is
Stargate.
10 seasons and like four or five movies.
Yeah.
Then you've got Stargate Atlantis, which is 6 seasons.
That's like saying, yeah, I'll watch all of Star
And then
Trek.
You've
I
got
almost said
Stargate
Star
Universe,
Wars.
which is 2
That would have been bad.
seasons.
Stargate Universe, which is the one that deserved to make 10 seasons.
Yep, but it was like 2 and like 10 episodes. I
Telling
did see
you,
that.
SG1,
good
the
shit.
storyline was amazing.
SG-1 is one of my...
It's one of the only shows that I've ever liked the last few seasons more than I liked the beginning seasons. Doesn't happen very often.
That's because it went away from HBO, right? Wasn't it on
I
HBO
don't
and then went
know.
away?
I don't know where it ended
Showtime
at.
or HBO.
Yeah, it was on Showtime or
It ended on
HBO.
Sci-Fi.
Those shows always suck when they end,
Yeah,
like Deadwood.
no, that's supposed to be coming back. Allegedly.
You know, I'd like to spend a minute just, Dar. Thank you so much for launching this fucking dorky ass conversation. God damn it, man.
We're
Come
gonna
on,
go
give us
with-
a real fucking question.
We're gonna go ahead and criticize you again.
I know. That's 2 out of the 4 of us tonight. Let's see if we can get all 4.
We're doing real good.
I'll stand by it.
I'm okay with
stand
it.
by
I
it. What the
mean-
fuck?
You'll stick to anything, apparently.
Dorky shit.
Whether- no matter what the evidence shows, you're going to stick with it no matter what.
Goddamn right.
I mean, feel free to give us some more gold.
Don't want to be a
We'll-
flip flopper.
We'll rip it apart too.
That's kind of what we do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it.
It's our thing.
All right, so
Hey,
before
he got
we
a
got...
shirt. I mean, he really can't say that much.
I mean, it took 2 years for that fucking shirt to
He
get
can
to
say what he wants.
UPS,
This is America.
man. I can't believe how long UPS takes
Yeah, man.
to ship those packages.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
What?
Really sucked a dick this time.
Before Dar gave us this question, we had another one, which
What was
is,
it?
would you let someone lick your butthole?
Oh,
Gosh, why?
what?
Go ahead.
I would.
Chad, I was gonna say, let's start with Chad. Chad, would you like
No,
someone to lick your
no.
butthole?
Why?
Why?
I don't
Why?
even like watching that.
So? Oh, I mean, I don't like watching it, but
You don't know if it's gonna feel good or not.
maybe it does.
I don't know.
I've never had it done.
Liar.
I really haven't.
Don't tell me you've never let your dog lick your butthole.
Chad
wants
has,
the Skippy?
obviously.
I said, who wants the Skippy?
Oh God, gross.
I've never experienced it. I mean, I'm not looking forward to it or out seeking that out, but I wouldn't say no.
I don't think I would either. I mean, just to try it.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes you're getting your fuck on and you left the door open. The dogs hop on the bed and
I was thinking more
you know
of
that story. It's pretty simple.
I was thinking more of sexually, not accidentally, but
Nope. Straight for accident.
Sometimes you're in a changing room and you leave the door unlocked and,
the kid comes and licks your butthole. I don't know where this is going.
What's your opposition?
I don't know. It's just asshole mouth. I don't.
It's not your mouth.
No.
I didn't ask you if you lick a butthole.
I
don't like what rap culture has done to this great nation.
Is that what caused this?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
think it's
every
rap
song
culture?
they're talking about eating the booty like groceries now.
And chips.
Yeah, Chips, the movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
They were talking about eating asshole in that movie.
I mean,
Standard.
I feel like it's a
not standard.
cultural norm now. I mean, most people, if you ask them about it, they either knew somebody that has or have done it themselves.
I mean, it's fine. If it happens, it happens.
Sure.
It's natural.
If you're
When two
sitting
people
there on
love
the
each
bed,
other very much, and one of them wants to experience what it would feel like when their butthole gets licked,
This is how the Two Girls One Cup song got written.
What? No, I'm not.
Anyways,
I'm not going to ask that.
No,
Kid
ask
Rock
it.
is running for the Senate. In
Okay,
Michigan.
that's fine.
Been hanging out with Teddy Nugent and Sarah Palin.
Has he really?
Yes.
Oh God, that's
He's-
a combination
he's
right
being
there.
groomed for a Senate run right now.
I don't understand any of that.
I don't think
I'm pretty sure he has enough drug pass that it's not going to go over well for him.
It's not true.
I'm pretty sure you can have pretty much any pass now.
Look at Arnold. You know what his drug pass was? He was fucking juicing like fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
he
Yeah,
was.
that's different than
Openly.
doing
Too.
cocaine
Like, he was
and
not
fucking
really.
hookers.
How is it different? It's still illegal.
I mean, one was. I mean, it's. I don't know.
Is one
It's-
more recreational than the other?
Yes. One he did to try to win competitions, and I don't
You've never
think there's
done
a
coke?
competition
You've
at the
never done
moment.
coke to try and win a competition?
I was about to say, haven't you ever wanted your house really clean by the
Yeah.
end of the night?
I feel
Haven't you
like
ever want to stay up for 6 days straight?
say right now that it's more culturally
This is way more economical. For that.
Exactly.
it's more culturally acceptable to do steroids than it is to do cocaine.
I disagree. I think it
I
It
know.
definitely,
No,
it definitely was at that point.
Yeah. Like that was
Well,
before
back
the
then,
still
whole
is.
Arnold, yeah.
That was I mean most of the bodybuilders did steroids at that point. Shit, half of our major athletes did steroids at that point.
Still do.
Steroid shaming is like completely the fault of Major League Baseball.
1994 and on.
I'm for it.
Before that,
More
no one
steroids.
cared.
Yeah.
No one gave a shit.
I don't know.
I want more people to do steroids.
Me too.
I don't think Kid Rock's drug use is going to. I mean, Donald Trump said he was going to grab him by the pussy, and he's our president.
Again,
so-
not drug use.
So
I think-
you have
I
to
think
ask
pussy's
yourself,
a hell of a
which is
drug.
America more okay with?
Yes. And I'm gonna say right
Misogyny
now, I can tell you
or
right now,
drug
they're more for going grabbing somebody by the pussy than are saying that you're gonna grab somebody by the pussy, which again,
Oh, he
never
did
proven that he did,
He did.
Alleged.
allegedly. Or the actual known fact that there's probably pictures of you doing cocaine off a hooker's ass.
Oh, if only.
I mean, isn't that every politician? Now we just
Yeah, but
it's
they
the
don't.
club.
I don't know. They don't glorify it in their music and what they've done. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the whole celebrity wanting to run for politics thing. It doesn't make sense to me.
The public opinion right now is against like politicians, though.
That's true.
I can see-
Especially
you're
where
right.
especially where he's running for Senate. So I could see it very much succeeding.
Yeah, we'll see what
No,
happens.
I see what you're saying, but I mean, I can't like if I was a voter in that area, I definitely would vote against him. Like, there's no way I
would
could
not.
support
I would 100%
becoming
vote for Kid Rock.
my
They voted the
representative.
They voted the body in office.
Yeah, but that was 15 years after he got done doing what he was doing. And again, his thing was that he did steroids.
Well,
The body didn't want steroids.
we're also skipping levels too. Like the riffraff are supposed to go into the house,
Yeah.
like where it's more spread out. So you have a bunch of riffraff that care only about the one thing, and then it gets more spread out, and eventually you're supposed to get one like common thing out of it.
Yeah.
The senators are supposed to be like more refined dickheads.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it is comparable to a lot of other governments. Like in Britain, they have the two different houses, Lords and Commons. They literally call them that, but we kind of styled it like that, just didn't call it that.
Yeah.
We're all about lying about what we're actually doing here.
Well, I just like what kind of legislation is Kid Rock gonna push besides like the Flint water crisis? Like, what is he gonna push?
My real guess,
Painting towns red, and painting wives
copyright law.
white.
Yeah.
The only thing he can probably even have any input on.
Does Bob with the
Copyright
Bob
law.
become his theme song?
And then he just, well, also,
Was it ever not his theme song?
It always has been.
you're just going to vote
Yeah.
with other people. You don't even have to push any legislation, you know?
Well, but I mean, you've got a guy that basically has no clue what he's doing, and
Bite
is
your
going to
fucking
get
tongue.
This sounds familiar.
Yeah. Well, I completely agree with you on that.
Same thing.
But this is my point here, though. We just did that with the president, which, good or bad, I mean, it's still dumb. But you've got a guy who, even if he gets voted in, is going to have to go to everyone around him. And I'm assuming he's running Republican.
Yep.
That he's going to have to go to the other Republican senators and go, hey, what am I going to vote on this bill?
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
that's
so-
definitely what the
kinda what they all
Republican Party
do.
wants.
Yeah, I completely, I get that, but I just, I don't
Isn't
want that
what
as a
90%
voter.
of them do?
What?
Yeah, pretty much.
Isn't that what 90%
Just
of them do?
toe the
Not
Yeah,
no
they toe the party line.
Well, some I agree with that part, but at the same point, like they actually have some of them have a clue of what they're doing, and they try to add their own stuff into bills. I don't even see him doing that.
They
No.
go
We're not
where the money
towing
goes.
anything anymore.
Yeah, they go where the money goes.
We
Money tells you to vote this
we're
way
not
on
close
this,
to
you
that
vote that
fucking
way
line.
on that.
Quick question. If you had to pick one current celebrity to become, we'll say, governor of the state you live in, whose asshole would you like?
Trick question, Chad.
No one's asshole. I
Which
would like,
celebrity would you pick to be your governor?
Kurt Russell.
Mike
Wow.
Rowe.
Yeah.
I do like Mike Rowe, but go ahead with Kurt Russell. Why?
Kurt Russell. Because it's all in the reflexes.
Well, his is a joke, but mine is real.
I like Mike Rowe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's wrong with
Dirty
Kurt
Jobs.
Russell?
He's big into like
Why can't Kurt
trade.
Russell be your governor?
I'm fine with Kurt Russell being in movies.
He was Snake fucking
I
Plissken.
prefer that he stay in movies and
He knows a
stays
little thing or two about a thing or
out of
two.
the state capitol,
He knows a little thing or two about
making movies and not being a politician.
yeah.
privatized penitentiaries.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, it's true. He does. He knows about privatizing your prison system.
I'm not a real doctor, but I played one on TV.
That's right. I mean, he knows how to drive a semi truck. I mean,
He was in the CIA.
yeah, he was actually in the CIA, or he was part of a black ops branch that no one talked about.
Was it Nick Cage in Air Force One?
Yes.
Was it?
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
not in Air
No.
Force One.
No, that's
Con Air.
Harrison
That's
Ford.
Con Air.
Con Air.
I always get it confused
Harrison
with
Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford was in
Ford
Air Force
already
One.
has some experience in Air Force
Yeah,
One.
he's already been the president before.
He's on his way out.
So does Martin
You
Sheen.
think?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's got to be close to dying.
No, he's got that
Morgan
next
Freeman,
indie,
too,
indie
if we're
movie.
gonna
Did you
go
see
on
the
that one.
trailer
So
for
does
the Blade
fucking
Runner
Kevin
movie?
Kline.
Did you watch the trailer for the new Blade
No,
I'm
Runner?
not
talking
Kevin
about the
Smith.
new Blade Runner movie.
I haven't
Not
seen
Kevin
the
Smith.
old movie.
Fuck. What's it?
You've never seen the old Blade
I've
Runner?
never
Fat Fuck
seen Blade
name.
Runner.
Holy shit!
So does Terry Crews.
I like Terry Crews as president.
That was
as
actually
governor.
going to be my answer.
Camacho.
It was going to be Terry Crews.
Have you guys seen his computer?
Camacho.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
He's spent like
I saw the video where he talked about making it.
holy shit. He has spent some money on his fucking rig.
The video was kind of cool because he talked about how most parents are like talk shit to their kids about playing video games, and he decided that he wasn't going to do that. He wanted to actually like make it constructive in a way. So
How
he
much-
built the computer with his son.
How much porn do you think he watches on that computer?
So much porn.
He said that he
doesn't.
used people on the internet to build it because he didn't know what he was doing.
No, he doesn't. He went to rehab for porn.
Did he
addiction.
really?
Yeah, that was the joke.
No,
You knew
really?
that, but you ruined it.
I didn't know he did.
Yeah.
Yep.
He talks about it on some of his YouTube videos.
What?
I'm gonna come up with a new one because I can't use
Terry
Terry Crews
Crews
now.
Yep.
loves the porn.
T. Cruz. Too much.
Who doesn't love the porn?
Yeah.
Technically,
Sure.
I would believe that all of us would be considered addicted to porn.
Yeah.
I can quit whenever I want.
No, you
You
can't.
keep saying that. Prove it.
I'd put money on that.
I don't
actually.
want to.
I promise that I can't.
How long do I have
I'm
to go and how much money do I get?
I'm gonna need rehab.
6 months and I'll give you $10.
That's not worth it. You gotta make it worth it.
That's why you're addicted.
You can't
No.
smoke pot either while you're doing it.
That's stupid. This is really stupid.
I don't like this. I'm
This
going
is
home.
the dumbest $10 I've ever made. I'm not doing this.
but
I
I'm gonna
quit.
do it.
I quit.
Speaking of that, has your price for shaving your eyebrows and head gone down at all?
No.
Still, what? How much was it?
I heard it was
$200 for an
$50.
eyebrow?
It was
Fucking
$50 an
remember.
eyebrow.
Listen back. It wasn't 50. It was like 300.
I think
An
200.
eyebrow?
I think it was
We're
200 an eyebrow.
sticking to the original price.
It was 200.
When
don't
the
remember
original
what it
question
was.
asked.
I'm pretty sure it's
We
$50
have-
an eyebrow.
Records.
I don't think we
This
need
isn't
to.
something we can't look up,
This is something we won't
so
look
it will
up.
not be accepted until we do.
If someone remembers, tell us.
I'm just going to say 200 an eyebrow.
It wasn't 200
It
eyebrows.
wasn't.
Not
I know
much.
exactly what it was. I remember.
I do too.
What was it?
It was $300 an eyebrow.
Was it?
And it was
No, it was
$200 to shave his head.
I
It
thought
was
it was 300
$400 an eyebrow.
It wasn't. It was 300.
You sure?
Yeah, we got him down to 300.
Oh,
He said
okay.
600 for both.
Right. That's
remember
the
That's
same.
way too. No, we
It
can
was
bring that down
$200.
some.
It was
No,
$200 to do
you
his hair.
can't.
If we had cash right in front of you, you would totally do it.
How much cash?
$200.
If it was $300 an eyebrow, then yeah, do it.
You know we're going to make this happen at
We're
some
pretty
point, right?
locked in on this. So,
No, I think you're
if you-
pretty locked in
if
on
you
this.
Come,
We're
if
open
you
to
come at me with
negotiation.
$300 an eyebrow, then maybe we'll make this happen. If you don't, then we won't. It seems pretty simple.
I feel like $100 an eyebrow. We're getting them things off.
Starting to go funny tonight, by the way.
You won't.
Oh, I will.
I'll put some in.
I will. How much to shave your whole head? Like beard, eyebrows, mustache, head,
I'm not getting rid
everything.
of the beard.
No, we want
There's no-
everything.
You wouldn't put a price on
We
that?
want you to look like powder.
Yeah, like I do.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No, so there's no price, huh?
We're
I
gonna
mean,
keep
there's
some
got to
of
be a
it.
price.
Everything has a
everything
price.
has a price.
All right. Start putting cash in front of me.
You're like $10
Otherwise,
done.
we're just wasting our time.
I'm just trying to figure out what I
Be
need to put on the
honest.
GoFundMe. I gotta have stretch goals.
You figure it out, man.
I
I can't do
figure
all
it
the work
out.
for you.
You got-
You got to do some work for yourself.
This is you're the.
You're the one that wants it, not me.
I'm gonna say $1,200 and he's doing the whole thing.
I'm gonna say 900.
We'll
Eight.
get some fucking money together and figure it out.
Well, no, we got to know a number beforehand. $800 to shave everything.
Put some money together.
$700.
I'm asking you, would you do it for $800? If I can raise $800, would you
No.
shave? No.
Can we videotape
Okay,
it?
$1,000. Are you doing it for 1,000?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And we can
we found
videotape
the
it
number.
and post it
Yeah.
on our YouTube.
Sure.
We're gonna have to find a way to block out his face and still show that he's bald.
No, it's going on there.
Like those like
oh,
weird
exactly.
amateur videos where we just block your eyes.
Those are creepy.
I know I don't like them
those.
either. Like, yeah,
know the power
nobody's
of
gonna
the internet,
recognize
Zach?
you.
The power. I don't know if Al
Go
Gore's
for
ever
it.
taught you anything about the internet. But no, back to the other question. Blade Runner.
Yeah.
The new trailer.
Oh,
Did you,
God.
Did you watch it?
Not all of it.
It looks really
But
cheesy. Like
I
Harrison
started
Ford
watching-
looks like he does not belong in this movie.
Yeah, I started watching. I was like, ooh, no.
It reminded me of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the
Yeah,
Crystal Skull.
kinda. I never saw the original Blade Runner though.
Speaking
I
of
did.
horrible movie trailers, did any of you guys read the Dark Tower series?
Yes.
Oh my God, have you seen those fucking trailers?
Yes.
It really bothers me.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, wow, you're tearing this apart. There's
Well-
about 7,000 pages of book that
Yeah.
you're just ruining.
Well, the big thing there is, and obviously there was a pretty big uproar and about what's the guy's name?
Alba.
Idris Elba.
Alba.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
It's
Idris Elba.
Him being Roland, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I started thinking about the books.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
It
well,
doesn't
that doesn't work because there's a lot of parts in the book that
one of the
he
main
has to
characters
be white.
hates him because he's a whitey.
Yeah. Like, I don't get it. It doesn't make sense
And
to
he's
me.
old. The whole thing is he's towards the end of his life, and it's like...
Yeah, he's supposed to be in his like late 50s.
Yeah. Anyway.
I always picture him as old Clint Eastwood.
Same. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, even Stephen King said that's what he was.
Game of Thrones taught us that books don't matter.
Speaking of Game of
Right.
Thrones, did you see that fat fuck is producing some other show now?
No way.
Yeah, he's producing one of the spinoffs. There's like
Martin?
9 spinoffs coming off of Game of Thrones.
I did
now.
hear about that.
I think the actual number was 5, which is still fucking insane.
Either way,
That's ridiculous.
it's like
who are they
finish the
gonna spin
goddamn
off?
book.
I don't know.
Why?
Well, he promised before each of the last 2 seasons that he was going to finish it.
Oh yeah,
There's no way he's going to like live to the end of it.
he's got 2 books to write. One of them's almost finished. I think there's only one after
Is
that,
it?
right?
But
Yeah,
it's
he's been
taken
saying
him
it's close to done.
7
Right.
years so far.
This
so
is becoming a trend throughout sci-fi fantasy right now,
What
and
I'm
it's
hoping
really
is that
bothering me.
he's just finishing it all together and not saying anything, and it's just going to be done.
I don't think so. He's
I don't
taking
think
too
so
much
either.
shit to be doing that.
I mean, there's.
It's just like Patrick Rothfuss.
I don't think
Fucking
that
Patrick
guy-
Rothfuss.
Fucking asshole.
He's
Hey,
just a
Patrick
dickhead.
Rothfuss, if you're listening, fuck you.
He's not listening.
He's just a
He
dickhead.
could be.
Huh?
Could be.
Listening.
Probably not.
No, the problem is Hollywood has created this as far as books go. You know, they don't want to do anything now because it cuts into their money.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I get to an extent, but it's really fucked up for the people who've invested so much time in the shit that you write.
Yep.
Like Sanderson hasn't done it yet because none of his shit's been optioned.
Fucking Sanderson.
I mean, I think some of his
Way
stuff
of
has been
Kings
optioned.
will
but
be.
No, it's been
hasn't.
optioned. It's just nothing's been
Yeah,
actually
nothing's been
produced.
done.
Stormlight Chronicles, no doubt, will be.
It'll happen.
They're going to turn that into something.
They're going to turn it into a movie.
I think
They
there's already
should.
talks for it. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a show.
See, I
movie.
don't know if they're going to be able to do what they want to do in the
There's
show.
so much more money in it if they do it in a show and stretch it out over so many
true.
episodes.
But there's a lot that they would have to spend a lot of money to
Speaking
do.
of that, November 14th is the next.
Yep.
I know. I started rereading them.
Yeah, they're
This is turning into a book podcast now.
GooseRiot Bad Movie and Good Book Podcast.
I listened to the first one on a road trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you never
This
listened
is
to the second one?
Long
The second
audiobook.
one's the second one's better.
Finished it.
Huh?
I finished it on that road trip. It was
That's a
long trip.
that's a lot of audiobook.
The second book is actually better than the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a lot.
How come you never did the second one?
Like
I just
I'll be honest with you, at one point I got real like emotional during the second book.
Yay?
Don't act like you didn't,
Not that
bitch.
there's anything wrong with that,
I don't remember the second
but
book.
it is.
It's been so long ago since I've read them, it feels like.
I just remember
would
the
tell you,
end. It
I
got
would
a
tell
little
you
Neo.
what when I got emotional, but that would be a super spoiler for the whole series.
I think I
I'll
got.
tell you afterwards.
I think I know.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I have for this week.
Thanks, guys.
Talking a bunch of shit. Next week, what are we watching?
Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
Teen Wolf.
like the old Michael J. Fox.
Shake,
looking
no
forward to
shaky
Teen
McShake
Wolf.
shake.
The Fox plays the wolf.
Before he was Shaky McShake Shake.
Anyways. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Check us out. Facebook, Reddit, whatever.
Stitcher.
GooseRiot.com,
We're on
most
the internet
importantly.
in places.
One day we'll get back on iTunes.
Eventually, if iTunes ever lets us back on.
And if Tanner actually adds our episodes to YouTube.
They're on YouTube. Feel free to drop us a comment, give us any movies you want us to see, any questions you want to ask us. We're
We'll
very
probably
responsive.
berate you as we're answering.
Oh, we
And
totally will. That's half
we
the fun.
will criticize the shit out of you for whatever
least-
you say.
at least
Even if
most
your
of us
movies
will.
are right or good, it doesn't matter.
But you might get a shirt out of it, and it might not have cum stains on it. See you later, Dar. Bye.
Bye, guys.